I was having a normal day. Nothing special, nothing exciting. I woke up late, missed a few hero calls, and then remembered there was a discount at the supermarket. That felt more important. Being a hero is fine, but cheap groceries matter too. As I was walking, I felt the usual boredom. No strong enemies, no real danger. Just another quiet day where everything ends in one punch. Sometimes I wonder why I even try anymore. While crossing the street, the air around me suddenly felt strange. It was like the world stopped breathing. A bright light appeared out of nowhere, right in front of me. I didn't even have time to react. 1 second I was thinking about buying eggs, and the next second my body felt light. Like I wasn't standing on the ground anymore. There was no pain, no fear, just confusion. Everything twisted like space itself was folding. Then I fell. I landed hard on something solid. When I stood up and looked around, I knew instantly this wasn't my city. The buildings were huge, taller than anything I'd seen before. Glass and metal everywhere. Screens flashing on walls. Flying machines in the sky. People running in all directions, shouting in a language I understood, but using names I didn't recognize. Sirens were loud, echoing between the buildings. This place felt busy, noisy, and tense. I stayed still and listened. People were yelling words like Avengers, Stark, and New York. That's when it hit me. I wasn't home. I didn't know how I got here, but I knew one thing for sure. This wasn't my world. For a moment, I felt lost. I didn't know where to go, or if there was even a way back. Before I could think more, the ground shook. Something big crashed into the street nearby. It was some kind of alien or monster, ugly and loud, destroying cars like toys. People screamed and ran. I sighed without thinking. My body moved on its own. I walked up, punched it once, and that was it. The monster disappeared like it never mattered. Everything went quiet. People stared at me, mouths open, eyes wide. Some pointed at me like I was a ghost. I felt uncomfortable. I didn't do anything special. It was just one punch. That's all it ever is. Still, their reactions made me feel like I had done something impossible. Then I heard helicopters. Military ones? Weapons pointed straight at me. I slowly raised my hands, not sure what to do. I didn't know if they saw me as a hero or a threat. Honestly, I didn't know myself. But deep inside, something felt different. This world felt bigger, stronger, unknown. For the first time in a long while, I felt a small spark of curiosity. Maybe, just maybe. I finally came to a place where I won't be bored. They didn't attack me right away. Instead, I was surrounded and taken to a secure place. The walls were thick, the lights were bright, and everything felt serious. I could tell they were trying to understand me, not fight me. Still, I stayed relaxed. If they wanted to stop me, they wouldn't be able to anyway. The first person who came close was a man in a metal suit. He talked fast, joked a lot, and kept flying around me like a noisy insect. He scanned my body from head to toe with machines built into his armor. Numbers and lights reflected off his faceplate. I didn't really get what he was saying, but I could tell he was confused. No energy readings, no power source, just a normal body. He kept asking how I did what I did. I didn't have a good answer. I just told him I trained. Then another man walked in. He didn't wear anything fancy, just a suit, a shield, and a calm expression. When he spoke, everyone listened. He looked at me like a person, not a problem. That felt different. I could tell he was a real hero. Not because he was strong, but because he cared. I respected that. He thanked me for saving people earlier. I nodded, not knowing what to say. Suddenly, the air felt heavier. A tall man appeared with long hair and a hammer. He laughed loudly and looked down at me with confidence. He said I was small, but brave. He liked that. He asked if I wanted to test my strength against his. It didn't feel like an insult, more like a game to him. I agreed, because why not? He swung his hammer toward me. I reached out and lightly tapped it aside. That's all. The hammer flew across the room and crashed into the wall. The sound echoed. Everyone froze. No one spoke. The man with the hammer stared at me, shocked. I could tell he didn't expect that. Honestly, neither did I. I thought his hammer would be heavier. Then I heard loud footsteps and angry breathing. A huge green man stepped forward, fists clenched, eyes full of rage. I felt something I hadn't felt in a while. A little excitement. He looked strong. Really strong. Maybe strong enough to last more than a second. He roared and charged at me. I punched him once, not hard. Just enough. He fell to the ground and didn't move. Silence filled the room again. Faces showed fear, confusion, and disbelief. I looked at my fist and sighed. Same result as always. Their strongest heroes weren't a challenge for me. I didn't feel proud. I didn't feel happy. I just felt empty. Some of them looked at me like I was dangerous. Others looked at me like I was something amazing. I didn't want either. I told them the truth. I said I was just a hero for fun, that I fight because I want to, not because I'm special. They didn't understand. I could see it in their eyes. One man stood in the back, watching silently. He didn't react like the others. His eyes were sharp, like he was already thinking 10 steps ahead. That made me uncomfortable. Standing there, surrounded by legends, I felt alone. Too strong to belong. Too simple to explain. I started to wonder if this world would ever see me as a hero, or only as something to fear. The warning came fast. Alarms, voices, screens flashing images of something huge moving through space. I didn't understand all the details, but I could feel it. This wasn't some random monster. This was something different. Something heavy. The air itself felt tense, like the world was holding its breath. I went with them and watched from above as the fight began. The enemy was massive, bigger than anything I had seen before. Its presence alone was tearing cities apart. Buildings collapsed like paper. Fire spread everywhere. I could hear people screaming, even from far away. The heroes charged in without hesitation. They fought together, pushing their limits, giving everything they had, and still, it wasn't enough. I stood there quietly, arms crossed, watching closely. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't scared either. I was thinking. Watching patterns. Watching how desperate things were becoming. One by one, they were thrown aside. Some got back up. Some didn't. I could see it in their faces. They were losing. That's when I felt it again. That old feeling. The one I had almost forgotten. Not excitement. Not anger. Responsibility. People were dying. I stepped forward, not because anyone asked me to, and not because I wanted attention. I stepped forward because that's what a hero does. The enemy finally noticed me and laughed. It spoke about power, about energy, about how small and empty I felt. It said I was nothing. No aura, no fear, no threat. I let it attack first. The blast hit me directly. Light, heat, pressure, all of it crashed into my body. The ground behind me vanished. When the smoke cleared, I was still standing. I looked down at my suit, slightly dusty. That was it. I remembered why I started all this. I remembered training until my body broke. I remembered wanting to be strong enough to protect others, not to be praised, not to be feared, just to help. I clenched my fist. This time, I didn't hold back. My punch didn't just hit the enemy. It erased it. The force split the sky, pushed the clouds away, and ended everything in a single moment. No explosion, no struggle, just silence. The threat was gone like it never existed. The sky cleared instantly. Sunlight returned. Fires died down. The world stopped shaking. No one spoke. I could feel eyes on me from everywhere. On the ground, in the air, even far beyond the planet. Something out there noticed me. I didn't like that. I lowered my hand and felt that familiar disappointment sink in. Still no challenge. Still too easy. But then I looked around. People were alive. Cities were standing. Heroes were breathing. That mattered. I felt a quiet sense of pride. Not loud, not dramatic. Just calm. The heroes looked at me differently now. Not like before. Not like a teammate. Like a force of nature. Like something that shouldn't exist. That feeling made my chest feel heavy. I didn't want that. I didn't want worship. I didn't want fear. I just wanted to live my normal life. And be a hero who shows up when it matters. After that day, everything changed. Screens showed my face everywhere. People talked about me like I wasn't human. Some called me unstoppable. Some called me a god. Others called me a weapon that should never exist. I didn't like any of those words. None of them felt right. I was just me. A guy in a cheap suit who punches things. I could feel the tension growing. Governments argued behind closed doors. Some wanted to use me. Some wanted to control me. Some were afraid of what would happen if I lost interest or disappeared. Hearing all that made me tired. I didn't come to this world to be a solution to fear. I didn't come to be owned. The heroes came to talk to me. They weren't demanding. They weren't afraid. They asked me to stay. They said the world would be safer if I was here, that people could sleep better knowing I was around. I understood what they meant. For a moment, I even considered it. I hadn't thought deeply in a long time. Real thinking, not just wondering what was for dinner. I looked at them standing there, bruised, tired, still ready to fight tomorrow. That's when I realized something important. This world already had heroes. They struggled. They failed. They got hurt. But they kept standing up. The end. ...